What's up, good people? Welcome back to another episode of Hammer's Garage. We're on Ratmaro today. We got to tackle all that nickel and dime stuff that you have to get through in order to get the thing back on the road and off the jack stands. We should be able to get through it okay. I made a list. Yeah, I got a list. Hold on. So I built a 66 Mustang we called Shrapnel, okay? And I did the GM one wire alternator setup on it, which was this alternator right here. But when we took it out on Power Tour, I believe this stopped charging, or I had some kind of issue with it. So on the road, I bought a new alternator and I just swapped it out and replaced it. But I don't know that that was the issue or whatever. I don't really know. But I still have this. So we're going to put this on here and we'll find out. And I guess if it's not charging, maybe we can figure out why, get it fixed or replaced, or I don't know, whatever. But I'm going to give it a shot because why not, right? Why not? Let's see if I can figure out how this stuff goes on here. This is not working with this, and I believe that's because, remember I told you I got this out of a Mustang. I think that's a Ford-bodied alternator. I mean, I could be wrong, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't make a difference. I don't know, but I can't get it. It doesn't work. But I'm okay with that actually, because I'd much rather have it mounted lower, okay? Because if you look, when the belt, I don't have a power steering pump or an AC compressor. The only belt that we'll have on here is this one for the alternator. So it'll be the only thing turning the water pump. Well, if we mount the alternator up here, then I have very little engagement on this water pump pulley. But if I mount it down here, it has to wrap around the water pump pulley and actually come down to the alternator, which would, you know, give me a lot more engagement on the water pump. So I'm going to see what I can rig up to get this thing mounted, you know, low down here. I just think, even though it's kind of, you know, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Wrong. I still think it'll be better. I don't have a lot of adjustment here before the fan's hitting the bracket and the alternator body is hitting this, but you know, we can get it in there, I think. Well, I think I've got it here. So I mean, I had to cut down, you know, some of these bushings or whatever, and you know, it may need a washer to shim or whatever, but I'm pretty good in line. This is just a belt I had. It's not the right size or anything. I'm all the way out of my adjustment and it's still, you know, but we have room to adjust this way, except, okay, let me get this off. What is happening here? What is it? What's happening? I said, let me get this off. Okay. Anywho, I have this much adjustment, okay, which is not a lot. Okay, the fan will hit this. You see? The fan will hit the bracket. I'm going to trim a little bit off that bracket to give me just a little bit more. And then I need to get the right hardware down here. And I think we'll have, I don't know, we'll have a full inch or so of adjustment. I'm just going to fine tune this, and this is what we're going with, dang it. Yeah, I think we got it, folks. This belt looks, you know, pretty straight. I actually had one that fit here in my stash. I got clearance, and I got about an inch worth of adjustment and so forth. And, you know, we won't know till we actually fire it up, but I'm feeling optimistic. Of course, that's usually my downfall. We need some kind of fill tube and dipstick for the transmission. I thought I had one in my stash, but I don't. So I got this one, this universal thing from Amazonia. It was only 15 bucks, and we'll see if we can make this work here. And if somehow we can make this work, it'll be, you know, it'll be good, is what I'm saying. It'll be good. But I'm, you know, I'm cautiously optimistic, as they say. If I can get this up at the right angle here. Where's the dang hole? Oh, there it is. Does it just slide in there? Boy, I can't even get my big mitts in there. Oh, there it goes. It needs to go in more, as I understand it. What's happening? Are we in? We may be in. I don't know. It feels like it went. Is it in all the way? Oh, it's not in all the way. Get in there. It's almost there. Okay. Oh yeah, that won't leak at all. All right, now we just gotta figure out what we do with this other end. Looks like a prime tech screw candidate to me. I don't know how else you would put that up there. Well, that's fancy. Oh, did y'all notice my my cheap generic black breather thingy? Well, now we got a dipstick thingy. It says it's empty. Is it going to go back in? It's supposed to go back in. Why is it not going back in? Why? Why is that? Maybe this thing needs straightening out here or something. Apparently it works fine as long as you don't pull it out. What's happening? Maybe I'll round that off a little so it won't catch. Yeah, I don't know, we could try that and see. This is awesome. I can't tell you how infuriating this really is. Oh, there it went. A great 15 bucks. Okay, so that takes care of that. We need to get this so I can get my other header in. The cooler lines, man, cooler lines. And for that, I picked up this absolutely dirt cheap little kit here. I don't have a radiator yet. I haven't figured that out yet, but I hope to, maybe in this video. But anyway, I'm at least going to run them from the transmission up here, so that we can do other stuff here. You know what I'm saying? Well, the kit came with these 290-degree pieces, which I'm sure they don't want like that. So somehow, like this, I guess, run them in and bend them out. Let's try that. Maybe we bend them out first. Just a little, you know. Did that help? Yeah, kinda. Maybe a little more. I feel like if I just get it in, I can bend it. Well then, but then it would put pressure on this, so I don't know, maybe that's not the right thing either. What if I use the old channel lock trick? Which is not really a trick, you just put channel lock. Boy, it is breezy today. Oh, nope, it's gonna bend it up there. I don't want it to bend it up there, I want to bend it here. Let me get this back out and see if I can take some of this 90 out. I wonder how the other one needs to go. I mean, that's not gonna work. The 90 is too close. It should have come out more before they tried to put the 90 in it. All right, I've got a little bit of a bend in it there. Well, that's close, but it's still kind of, I need to come out more here, and then I'm going to have to turn back in here. Maybe this will give you a little more perspective. If I come in there, you see I'm hitting here. I need to get this out and then bend it back. I don't have a vise. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but let me see if I can get creative here, and I'll come right back to you. Well, yeah, that didn't work out too well, actually. But not all is lost. In my AN box there, I have these fittings here. And I have an idea. Because this is tight quarters anyway. Just feel like it'd be better off if I start it with rubber. You know what I'm saying? These are the flared fittings. So as long as they're the right size. Oh, crap. They're not the right size. But these are the right size, and I have these things here. I am not going to let this kick my ass today. We just you know, pop these out. Holy crap. This is old school stuff anyway, you know. We're building a race car here. And then we pop these in. They're even blue. I just lucked into that. Because, you know, I'm just putting together what the hell ever I can find around here. And pickings are getting slim. Slim pickings. And I ain't talking about the guitar guy. I got to get this washer. We need the washer. I need the washer for the other. I can't seem to get it off. I might have mangled it a little. But it'll, you know, it'll go back into shape with a little torque. I get by with a little torque from my friends. I don't think that's how that goes. Now I'm going to have to run out and get another section of another piece of transmission cooler hose. Because you can't be using fuel hose on this, okay, fellas, or people I know. Although I'm mighty tempted. I'll have to see if I can somehow magically get a wrench on that. I have no freaking idea how I'm going to do that. But that's the premise. I just need to get another section of this and we'll be golden, I think. And then I can route this anywhere I want to. See, it's flexible. Oh, fries are done. I found this thing in my stash. You can't discount these things, people. Okay, they keep your rear main seals from getting all jacked up. You know what I'm saying? It's this little pesky stuff, you know, that'll get you. Spend a bunch of time on it, and I know this isn't the most important thing in this build, but I'm under here, so let's just get her done. Okay, checking in here. Okay, we got this. Hold on. Okay, we got this with our transcooler lines in. I think now that's everything from the transmission I needed to get down there for. So I think we're safe to put our other header on here. I just got to figure out how it's gonna worm in here, especially around this dipstick tube, which I can and should probably go ahead and pull out. Don't break a spark plug. Been down that road. And of course I forgot my gasket. Dang it. Man, I got the stubby out and everything, and I can hardly get this last header bolt here next to the firewall. I cannot even imagine what it must be like to shoehorn a big block into one of these. If you're a big block Camaro guy, I'd love to know how on earth you get anything done with it. This little tab here of metal on my headers is blocking the hole for my dipstick thingy. I have no choice but to consider that ill-placed and deal with it accordingly. Death Wheel fixes everything. There. Now I can bolt that in my shiznit if I can find the bolt. Look at this crazy thing. Comes with my transmission dipstick tube thingy or whatever. I guess that's for filling it. At least that's how we're going to use it. I'm going to go ahead and put a gallon in here. And that should work well. Yeah, try to do it while I'm thinking about it, you know. I'll put this in here and we'll see if our pan is leaking anyway. Looks all good under here. I guess we're okay. And that'll give us enough to start it up, and we'll fine tune that, you know, once it's going. At least that's the plan. But we won't burn up our pump or anything starting it dry. So okay, covered there, check. We're gonna go ahead and get our plug wires on. Taylor Street Thunder, cheapest they had. I guess the two longest ones would be 1 and 2. 1843 6572. Sound right to you? Or maybe that's not what I want to do. Let's swap number 1 with number 3. Get off of there. Yeah. Yeah, this one needs to be number 2, I think. Let's see, 1, 8, 4, 3, 6. This needs to be number 4, I think. 1, 8, 4. We'll do this one number 4. So that's too long for, let's see, 1, 8, 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2. Let's get this one off and put it here. We'll make this one number 2. And then this one can be number 4. 1, 8, 4. Oh, but number 6 needs to be longer. Dang it. How many times am I going to take this one on and off? 1, 8, 4, 3, 6. This can be number 4. All right. 1, 8, 4, 3, 6. I thought I did number 6. Well, ain't neither one of these long enough to be number 6. Should I bring number 3 around? All right. 1, 8, 4, 3, 6. Wait a minute. What? 1, 8, 4, 3, 6. Oh, this is supposed to be number 6. Okay. 5 and 7. Okay. I'm gonna check this like 6 more times and it'll probably still be wrong. We got some fire cables. Holy crap, man. I think that's it. Look, I got a visitor. Little hummingbird. You gotta help them get out of here because they'll just die. Come on, little fella. Oh. Come on, little buddy. Come on, little buddy. I got you. I got you. Whoa. Maybe I don't. Oh, I'm gonna have to go get him. He's over there on the shelf. No. Are you tired? Are you tired, buddy? Huh? Oh. Well, all right then. So I got to cobble together some sort of vacuum from here to the transmission modulator thingy so it'll shift right. So I got these fittings here. And I guess we're gonna go into the manifold here. And I don't have one of those steel tube thingies, so I'm just gonna make one out of this brake line. Holy cow, it's always this little stuff, you know. This stupid little vacuum line that I need for the transmission has just been kicking my ass. But anyway, I think I finally got it. Of course, I went with the factory clamps there. And just like factory, it comes, you know, over top of the transmission down here to the modulator. I guarantee you, though, it's going to do that kind of crap and absolutely annoy me. But anyway, we'll worry about that when the time comes. Also, while I was under here, I noticed this, which is transmission fluid. And I thought maybe it was coming from the pan, but it's not. It's actually dripping from right here, which means it's that front seal because it's coming out of the bell housing or whatever. The way we fix that is we pull the transmission out, you know what I mean, like we got to get it completely out and replace that front seal. So it's going to leak. I got my trans cooler lines. You know, I put some of this fire retardant proof, I put it in a fire suit, okay, because it's right here next to the headers, and I'm just clamping it here, and then we'll run it along the oil pan. We'll pick this up some, it'll get clamped up there. Well, I've got to tackle wire stuff now because it's not going to run without some wires. This is that $80 whatever harness that I got from Amazonia. And obviously I'm just trying to sort out, you know, what's what here. I guess we're gonna dig into this and see if we can get just enough hooked up where I can get it running. I'm not like recording every single thing I'm doing here. If you guys want to see like a wiring video, you have to let me know. Anyhow, I got the heavy wire from the alternator back to the starter solenoid. Don't ask me why I started with that, I just did. And then here I've got our ground cable going to the engine block with a jumper ground going to the subframe. Grounds, man, grounds are important. I kind of overkill, you know, on the grounds because any electrical problem I've ever had was because of crappy grounds. So anyway, so I got that, and then I'm working with this. You know, this is the battery cable, came off the LS junk motor. off the junkyard, and I think even though it's black, I think I'm going to use this as our positive cable. I'm just using what I got here, people. I'm just trying to cobble something together. This actually might work out pretty well because it's got this cool little junction thingy on it, where we can hook up, you know, other stuff. This old wiring, oh, I can't get a good light on it here. It's just, you know, I just decided to abandon it because it's just crap. It's been hacked and it's cut and it's burnt in a lot of places. We're going to get this out of here and go by the way of Amazonia, if I can get it out of here. I hope there's no brown recluses up in here. Now that would be devastating. Okay, hack away, just snip it. Snip it all. This is like trying to make your way through the forest with a weed whacker. Oh. Well, we're committed now. We'll just tuck this crap up here somewhere where it's out of the way and forgotten about. You never know, somebody might buy the car from me one day and, you know, wanna, oh crap, can y'all even see what I'm talking about? Anyway, all right, I think we're good here. I'm wondering if that new harness thingy lines up to those mounting holes right there. Well, we're about to find out right stinking now. Let's find out. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do. What's happened? Oh, look, the door seal's falling on me. My limbs don't bend this way, you know what I'm saying? So much more difficult the bottom one is that I thought maybe, you know, we'd tackle that out of the gate. That's proving to be a flawed approach. All right, holy crap. We actually pulled that off. It lined right up. And now it's in there where the old one used to. Holy smokes. It's a perfect pasta. Okay. Now what? Okay, that, can y'all see? Probably can't see. That group of wires there is for the inside stuff, you know, gauges and windows and locks and all that crap. This is for stuff that goes to the rear. So, well, I say that, but there's a dome light in it. What the hell do I need that for? Third brake light? Don't need that. Electric fuel pump. Oh, I need that one. We'll worry about that in a minute. But this is the stuff that goes to the rear, okay, of the automobile. This and this we need to get through the firewall, and then we can figure it out from there. Sounds like a winning recipe. And I like recipes. I don't really care about recipes. I just like the products of recipes. I'm probably gonna have to get James to help me get this through. This is like, you know, long-term permanente planning type of stuff. But I'm trying to figure out these wires that need to come through the firewall. Obviously here's not going to work, and I'm going to have to make some kind of panel. This is the back side of that new fuse panel or whatever. I'm going to have to make some kind of cover for this. But them wires need to come through here, and I got two holes here. This one's too small, and this one is too big. And this one might work, but I don't have a grommet for it, you know, and you don't want your wires, especially like, you know, your big fat hot wires, rubbing on this stuff. So I made this little template here for this hole, and I've got this black plastic shiznit here. I have no idea where this came from, but I'm thinking what I'm going to do is take this template and cut this out of this black plastic shiznit, and then I can make the hole this hole, you know, whatever size I need it. My template looks like Texas. God bless Texas. It's all done. Look at there. I just used the 2 screw holes that were already in it. And voila, now I can make a hole in here, whatever size I need, and I don't have to worry about rubbing or whatever. But we'll still maybe put a grommet in it. I don't know. I'm going to use that same stuff and make this cover plate right here too. James is going to pull these wires through. You pull them through, just lay them, you know, just lay them somewhere. There's my fancy hole. There you go. Pull that first. Wait, we're missing one. Hold on. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Listen, don't get excited. Okay, there's one, too. Okay, you can pull those. Wait, hold on. It's gonna get tangled. What in the sham spaghetti is going on here? Here comes some more. Good, pull that out. Why is that one stuck? That one's clinging on like a newborn to its mama. Here, I'll take that. Okay. Here's some more fresh newbies. I get those. There's another one right there. Okay. Pull it. Okay, I think that's all. So just pull it out. Just pull it out, I say. Hold on. Oh, crap. I went on the wrong side of the speedo cable. We have to do it again. Let me have them back. Let me have them back. Sorry. Okay, we're starting over. All right, you can pull those. Everything's delicious so far. Here's another new one. Oh, I think we're in the clear. Go ahead. Okay, that's it. Boom. Shaka de laka. Woo! We're building a hot rod, Rat Rod Camaro, and it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. Okay, let's see. This stuff, I got to sort out what I need right now. You know what I'm saying? All right, so of this batch here, oh, there's 2 batches. Okay, well, let's look at the 2 batches, shall we? Okay, what's in this stuff? Left high beam. I don't need low beams. We don't need to do, I don't need to do any of that crap right now. Let me get a knife. Oh, look, I didn't have to go far. That's awesome. What's going on with the ignition switch that it's running through everything? All right, finally, I think we got another hummingbird in here. Well, they like these lights or something. You ain't getting nowhere up there, little fella. High beam, turn signal, low beam. Boy, he's going to town up there at that light trying to... I feel bad for them, but you know, because they're dumb. It's not their fault. They don't know they're dumb. Let me see if I can rescue this hummingbird. He's beating his head up against the dang light. He's just going to end up a casualty of life. All right, I scooped him up with my hat and got him outside. So there you go. I have saved a life today. Really, I should just quit right now. Horn. I don't need a freaking horn. I mean, we might need a horn, but I don't need a horn right now. These are the ones I need to run over here. Phew. I want to go ahead and get a clamps going so that as we go here, instead of trying to get it all at the end. I mean, it's just loosely done, but at least we're charting our pathway to victory here. I'm just going to come straight across on the firewall behind the engine with everything I need. Looks like it'll all reach to where I want to go. Make this simple, man. Not overcomplicating this jazz. Uh-oh, people, we're about to hook some shiznit up here. This is the hot wire to the coil, the distributor, and the tack. Look at the I like these. I get extra wire. I throw this in a drawer. I might need it later. And I don't know if I told you all this at the outset, okay? But I ain't soldering nothing. I can't see it. I have to break out my bendy mirror so I can see what's what. There it goes. We have our first real connection. I mean, you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I got the choke wire hooked up too. These two are basically battery and alternator. The white one is alternator. That's just a ground. This one is for fans. We'll figure that out later. I don't really want to hook this up or fool with this until I get the sheet metal back on the front so I can see how it's going to route. We do have oil pressure and water temp sensors that we need to hook up to the gauges. And I figure on the gauges, I'm just going to mount them right here over the, you know, in the center over the trans thingy, volts, water, and oil. And then I think up here on the dash I'm going to put a tack. I say we start with the oil pressure thingy since it's already here. If you remember, I had that one that's in the car, I had it up hooked up temporarily when I got the engine running. I'm going to go with a copper line, and conveniently there's a hole right here. See that? Whoop. I'm just saying whoop, shortest distance kind of thing, you know, whoop whoop. I'm thinking this is this the hole here? I think that's right. I'm going to come through there. You let me know. Okay. Okay. I got it through. Oh yeah, look at that. I guessed it. So we're just going to hook this up here to what's already here. And just get a neat little a 90 or something in there. Don't lose the compression thingy. Look at that, it went right on. That's been the easiest thing I've done all day. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it down now while I'm standing here, because if I don't, I'll forget. It will get all everywhere. It just came in right here. I mean, you can't get a more direct line on your oil pressure than that. Should I route it up and over some Shiznit or something? Maybe a little. I gotta go get my tubing cutter and cut this where I can hook it up. Building hot rods. Just building hot rods. Don't mind me. Just building a hot rod. And that should be fine. Oh crap. I forgot the retaining doohickey thing. Son of a biscuit eater. Well, it's gonna leak now for sure. When it leaks, you all refer back to this video. Be like, I told you so. We'll give it a little extra this time. It shouldn't leak. We're gonna say it's not gonna leak. That's what we're going with. We're going with that. All right, gauge number 1 complete. We're gonna put our water temp sensor right here by the thermostat, so we know what for real is going on. Plus it'd be easier to get to and replace it when it inevitably goes bad. Now that triple gauge pack that I got, okay, the water temp sensor that comes with it is one of those what do you call it, capillary tube types, and they always seem to fail. They're garbage. So I did get a different water temp gauge that fits into that pack with the electrical style sensor, because these just work much better. And conveniently, our wiring harness came with a you know, a lead for all the sensors, water temp sensor. It was just kind of nice. You know, they were being thoughtful, and I you know, I can appreciate that. I made me a nice little cover there, you know, so those wires aren't exposed, or the back of the fuse thingy. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut this because I think it's time. I need to go ahead and get this front clip on so I know where I'm running stuff, you know. Off with the parking brake. That's right, cut it on an angle so you have a nice sharp edge to stab yourself with. Okay, all right, here it comes. you go, honey. There you go. There you go. Now, having this on here is not exactly going to make this job easier, but I need it so that I can route my wires across the fenders and all that stuff. Now I got all these things. This is how many of these things came out of this when we took it off. And you're going to ask me where they go. And I got no freaking clue, man. Here, let me show you something. I got, well, I don't even know how well you can see this. Maybe this one. These, okay, well, we had, while the front clip was on it, remember I had painted the firewall and everything. So it left a nice, you know, circle where, so I'm going to get these two. I got one here and one over there, lined up right in the perfect unpainted part. And then that should be a good start. Other problem I have is I have these brand new Radiator core support bushings, okay, and they go here. Oh, you can't, can you even see this? Can you see this? Let me get a light, y'all can't see that. Okay, now you can see that, right? So that's where that goes. You see this is just the bushing. I need to get that out, that's the old bushing. But this piece right here comes off the core support, and that's where you put your bushing in between, sandwich it, whatever. Okay. This one, okay, we lost this one in the fire sale. You know, it's, well, it's not there, is what I'm saying. So we'll have to deal with that too, I suppose. But for now, let me get these in. I get this part lined up and right. Then the rest of it just bolts in however, I don't really care. I know. You get there. How can I be so reckless with such a premium show car? Oh, look at that. It lined up perfect. This is such an amazing piece of crap. So this is the good side of the core support. You know, it still has the thingy. And, you know, the bushing's in there, and I can't push up on it because it's right up against this bumper support, which is, you know, here. These two bolts, this one and this one. I feel like if I take this one out and loosen this one, then I can kind of like swivel the bumper support out, which will let me lift the front end up enough to get the old bushing out and new bushings. I want to get the new side in first. That way I know, or I don't know. I feel like that'll help me get the other side fixed up easier. I don't know. You know, you're just trying to get some wiring done, you know, and wiring always leads to body work, right? I don't know about your world, but in my world, wiring leads to body work. This is going to mess up the placement of my push bar too. Now, if I can just get this one loosened, and of course, that's a different size entirely. How about this one? Yeah, completely different size. Will it turn anyway? Oh, it will. When are you gonna learn, knucklehead? I don't know. But I do know that I can get the car up now. So maybe I can get this bushing out. Maybe. That might not be enough. I don't know. Should I not have bolted the front first? I feel like maybe I hosed something up. I've got a jack and a wheel chuck and a pry bar that says it's okay to do it this way. Stupid bushing out of there. I need a little more. You gotta come out of there, little bushing. Your days are done. You're being evicted. A little more. I'm pretty sure that this is not the right way to go about this. I'm guessing this is not how the Chiltons say to do it. Oh, there we go. I win. Let me get the new one in there, you know, while I have the front of the cart caved in. Seems like the ideal time. Oh, this one's taller. Great. Bigger pry bar. Okay. I think that's perfect placement. Ah, yeah, went right to its new home. Sweet. Well, for our missing radiator support there, I found this in my stash of miscellaneous. This is 1/4 inch thick steel here. Now I can't use, these holes don't line up. Well, this hole lines up, but it needs to be bigger for the bushing to go through. If I make it bigger, then it's going to cut into this one, and then that kind of defeats the purpose. But if I flip it around this way, I can take the bushing cup and put it in the center where I need it. And if you look down in there, it just, see how off center that hole is or whatever, but that's okay. I just cut, I think I can take maybe the plasma cutter or something and cut this the size that I need. Then if I have this where I can put the bushing through, I can use this hole for a giant freaking bolt through the radiator support, and it'll be something. This is do what you gotta do engineering right here. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, but we're gonna make it work because I'm not that worried about it, and I'm certainly not buying a dang new radiator support. You know what I'm saying? I mean, radiator supports for this are, listen, it's not, you all see what I'm dealing with, okay? I'm not buying a radiator support. But what I can do, I think, is take my plasma cutter and just stay inside of this white circle and cut me a hole for a bushing. I got my fancy little tabletop plasma thingy here. I completely forgot that this needed to be bare metal, so I had to redo my circle. But anyhow, let's see. I guess I better get some kind of glove or something, right? I'll use this one since it's in no way flame, heat, or fire retardant or proof or whatever, but it's something. I didn't think about the fact that it might burn my feet up. Hold on a second. Let me get it situated in such a way that I'm not setting myself on fire. Okay, we'll go out this way. Nothing flammable in the immediate area. Well, this is working out great. Not at all. That's probably hot. Don't touch it. This plasma cutter's not really designed for this thick stuff. Gotta make sure I ain't setting nothing on fire in here. Not working out great. I gotta say, this is not going as well as I had hoped. I don't know why I can't break that chunk out. Oh yeah, I got it. I got it. It's ugly. I mean, it is ugly. But I got it out. I win. Now I just got to get something to make it an actual, you know, circle. Well, I got it. I got the hole where the little bushing doohickey will go right through it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this. Okay, we're gonna line this up here where our bushing will go through. Why doesn't the bushing's gonna sit here? I'm stupid. Like this, I'll get the rubber part. And then over here, we're just gonna jack this core support up
and put a bolt through it somewhere in here. Maybe in here. I don't really know. I'm thinking here. Now, if you're wondering why I went ahead and tightened that up, is because that's going to set the height. Like, I couldn't jack the car up and then bring it back down. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I hope that makes sense. This was not really part of my agenda today, but if we're going to get the wiring done, then I need the front of the car on, and then if you're going to put the front of the car on, well, you just as well get it bolted up. And if you're going to get it bolted up, well, then you just as well fix the bushing mount. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a daisy chain of bull crap. But we love it. I want to get just the right spot of metal to bend. Oh yeah, we can cave that in nicely. Let me stand back and look. Looks right to me. It's not even off the thing. I'm gonna have to jack this up somewhere else. Let's see, where would be a good spot? Oh, core support. Duh. This is what we have to do. I would just buy core support, you know. You have to do all this. But I'm not one of these big budget YouTubers. You know, the kind that make commercials for crazy stuff in the middle of their videos, which is kind of jacked up anyway, to interrupt your video for a commercial about something that's completely oh shoot, I'm on the thing, unrelated. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, wait a minute. I need to take a quick break from the action to thank the sponsor of today's video, BS1. BS1 is a weird green liquid stuff that you need to drink every day to get nutrition in your diet that you apparently can't get from just eating regular food. I drink this stuff every single day, morning, noon, and night. No one paid me to say that. That's not BS at all. No BS there, just in the bottle. Now, if you look at the color of stuff that you find in babies' diapers and think, that looks yummy, then BS1 is the stuff for you. It's chock full of a bunch of mystery crap that you have in this powder and mix with some water before you go to drink it. And who wouldn't want to drink this? BS1 gives me what I need to get through each and every day. So don't hesitate. Use the promo code that I will not put on the screen and go get you some BS right away. And don't worry, it's a risk-free trial. If for any reason you try BS and don't like it, they'll send you a free sample of FU too. So thanks to BS1 for, again, sponsoring this video and paying me some money that I need for car parts. I think a little lip of that core support is caught up under that new bracket I made, and it won't let me pick the car up. So we'll see if we can free it up. Man, I got these giant ears, man, and they catch all this stuff. At the end of the day, they're like the sand traps at Augusta National. It's not. I would like it a little higher. Like right there would be good. All right, I got it picked up enough, I guess. And I got a little hole, a mark for a hole here. We're just gonna, you know, take a swag. It's gonna be a swag. Yeah. Okay, up. There we go. Grade 8 and a lock nut. This core support will, the whole car will disintegrate before this core support comes loose. I don't know if it's 100% right, but I tell you one thing, it is secure. It will not be flopping around. This is the strongest corner of the car right here. Make a note, okay? Make a note. Yeah, a while back I got this battery tray from the company I used to work for. It's made for, you know, trucks bouncing around in the desert and stuff. Anyhow, I gotta have, you know, something in here other than a license plate to hold the battery. Problem I have is I don't even know how I attach this tray because we're a little light on a sheet metal here. But I think I'm just going to run it in with some self-tappers and maybe a zip tie or something. We'll get it to stay one way or another, I guess. And if not, then I guess we'll just have a, you know, a battery flying around in the engine bay. I mean, I don't know. What else are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do? It seems just solid enough to make you think it's good. Oh, let's see here. I've had this Optima battery forever. Still good. Still works just fine. I'm trying to think, do I want my positive out or the negative out? Negative out, so that we can disconnect it quickly, I guess. We'll go with that. If it's wrong, well, then we'll figure it out later. Okay, now I got to make some ends for my battery cables. So let's do that. Don't go anywhere. Where are you going? You're going nowhere is where you're going. I like to make mine this way. I always have. I don't know why. I like it. Because I like to have the ends that bolt on to the post. I don't know. It's just a preference thing, man. I don't know what to tell you. I just fill this thing full of solder here. Ooh, what are you doing? Yeah, that one's a little sloppy, but we'll make it better. Hot, don't touch it. Yay, I think we had a success. I got both of these, you know, cut to fit here or whatever. Of course, they're both black, but it came off a Junkyard LS. So I guess that's how they do things nowadays. But no worries. I'm going to take and put, with my red marker, a big H right here. Hot, don't touch it. My transmission leak stopped getting bigger. So I'm going to take that as it's healed itself and everything's fine. I think we're good under here too. I got I'm hooked up to the starter with the alternator and the battery cable, and of course I have them you know, oh, that's gonna rub. Well, figure something out with that later. Maybe I'll put something around it, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just leave it. I don't know. Yo, what's up? How you doing? I got it clamped here and going on up, so I think we're good with the primary power and grounds. Oh man, wiring sucks. But check out my cool switch panel. This is how I decided to go with this. Fire, water, fans. And then I had this Kung Pao engine push button start thingy in my stash from way back when I built an old 68 truck. Anyway, I think we're at a point now where I can test this. Since I'm not 100% sure on this harness, to be honest with you, the only thing I have hooked up right now is the ignition stuff. Like all of this is radios and lights and a bunch of other crap. But I'm going to pull every one of these fuses out of here and hook up the battery and make sure that I have the ignition stuff right. All right, I think I've got the major stuff wired in and ready to go. Let's find out right quick here. Go time. Oh yeah. Okay, with our wiring, I marked it as half. We have the stuff we need, I think. We just need to wire in the fuel pump and have a source ready for some fans. It doesn't have the mechanical fans, so we're gonna have to do electric fans here. Gauges, I just need power to my water temp sensor gauge, and we're gonna need the tachometer for when we go to dial it in. And then I got to figure out, make sure we don't have any open vacuum lines, figure out the PCV. Maybe I don't worry about it, I don't know. Carb stuff, there's no linkage or springs or anything on it right now. I got to figure that out. And of course we need a water cooler thingy. I got to be able to hook up my transcooler lines
And if we want to get it dialed in, we're going to need to make sure it's staying cool. So, you know, still a handful of things to do and work through here. But I think I've had enough for today. I'm going to go have some baked ziti or something. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, we're going to start off this morning. I got my 2 relays here for my fans and my fuel pump. I'm going to go ahead and run the fuel pump. And then we'll take care of the fans here. I'm just running my power wire for my fuel pump right along where I ran the fuel line. But hey, I did use red zip ties, you know, for danger. Listen, if you're going to do any kind of wiring work, you need you a set of chachukas. See? Chachuka. We got to get us a tachometer, right? We don't really have a speedo, but even if I did have a speedo, I still want to see what the rotations per minute are doing, right? I was originally going to put this on the dash, but I think I like it better here on the column off to the side. So I'm trying to figure out how to attach this. It looks like it would screw. I don't want to put a screw in the steering column. So I think what we're going to do here is a combination of double-sided tape and industrial strength zip tie. Every good race car should have some double-sided tape holding stuff together. That's right, I said it. Man, this 3M stuff is really good. You know, make sure you got it where you want it before you stick it. I'm thinking right here. Okay, I stuck it, so that's it. Oh, I didn't think about the column itself moving. I'll fix that with some duct tape. Oh yeah, that should do just fine. I just got to wire it up. Let's see, a check-in brake. Don't have the radiator yet. I'm not. The drive shafts, I will have to figure that out. Shifter, we'll figure that out. This, I got everything but a voltmeter. I'm not worried about a voltmeter right now. I'm not worried about exhaust right now. We have the complete fuel line is good to go. I'll show you that in a minute if I haven't already. I think I got everything straight with the vacuum on the carburetor. I got the PCV taken care of. I got a spring. The only thing I was worried about right here, because you see up here I got throttle linkage, kick down. Well, I need a gas cap. I'll worry about that stuff later. But I wanted to make sure I had a return spring on the carburetor, so I got that. And we got our tachometer. So I guess the only thing really left is this. I have this out back. No idea where I got it from, but it looks like it's been epoxied or something already, and I'm sure it won't leak. That's all I got, so we'll have to give it a shot here. I have no idea how we're going to mount this in here. Actually, yes, I do have an idea. Hold on one second. I have a bunch of these super heavy duty zip ties. They use these on the space shuttle, I think. Let's just see if we can daisy chain us a radiator strap. Oh yeah, that's gonna work out great. Hi-ya! Now let me get this side. It took 3. It only took 3 on each side. This is some Mad Max shiznit right here, I'm telling you. Of course, I say that, but I don't think Mad Max actually had any zip ties. I think they used bones and stuff. Well, it's in there. If it works, we'll fabricate some sort of El Permanente mount. Yeah, we'll see if we can get some hoses and some transcooler lines hooked up to this piece of crap. Well, our transcooler lines come out like in this area here, and the ones for they're way over here, and obviously, you know, this isn't going to work. So we're going with the classic loop your transcooler lines with a piece of aluminum 3/8 fuel line under the car because you're not going anywhere anyway trick. And then, you know, secondarily, Hammer's financial wellness tip of the day, this $24 universal transcooler line kit. Don't get it. Now I got me some hoses from the O'Reilly's, you know, flexi hoses. Yes, I know, flexi hoses. Okay, but I'm not spending a bunch of time and a bunch of money trying to get the exact right molded hose for a radiator that I'm not even sure will hold water. So this will be fine for now. If we want to dress it up later with some proper shiznit, we can. So let's just clamp it up and fill it with water and see what happens here. Okay, that's properly bent. Waiting for some H2O. Some H2O is coming my way today, we hope. Oh, there it comes. Here we go. We got water. We're just going to fill this up with just straight water right now. See what happens. Okay, stop. Turn it off. See what I mean? You see what I mean? Okay, well, clearly the try to salvage a radiator from behind the shed plan is not a good one. Check it out. I'm pushing the tabs in on these zip ties and pulling them back out so that I can reuse them. The level of frugality here is mind-blowing. All right, well, I went out on the marketplace and I found this one about 25 minutes away, 75 bucks. But the man assures me that it doesn't leak. So there's that. It is kind of dirty though, it's been sitting outside. So we're gonna wash this off and give it a shot. What I got to lose besides, 75 bucks. Just give it a quick flush here. He didn't even charge me extra for all of the dirt, vegetation, and spiders. So, bonus. Heck, this one may even fit better. It's made by Northern. I guess that means something. I don't know. Ugh. Heck, I think with a quick trip to the bolt bin, I might be able to actually put some hardware on this joker. All right, let's try this again. So far, so good. I need this to hold water like a passenger on a long flight, an airplane with a bathroom that don't work. Ask me how I know. We're gonna get some fire water in here. Shiznit about to get serious up in here. Just give it all to it. Fire be damned. All right, let's make sure our fuel pump's working. We get fuel up here. All right, James. Fire water. Oh wait, flip it off. I don't have the battery hooked up. Well, that was really dumb, huh? See, this actually getting ready to fire this up, I'm gonna tell you, it maxes out my stress level, okay? It's nerve-wracking because there's so many different things to think about, the fuel, the spark, the timing, the carburetor adjustment, the idle, how's it gonna, is it pumping water? Listen, don't stress me out, okay? I'm stressing out. Okay, let's try it again. Fire. Now hit the fire water. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There, it just changed tone. Well, it's super quiet now. Here it comes. There we go. Now let me make sure we're not leaking anywhere. That looks good and dry to me. I don't see any problems. All right, James, give me fire. Now give me fire water. Hit the button, it's go time. Let's make sure I'm getting fuel in here. Okay, try it again. Hold up. Shut everything down. I got something bad wrong with the timing. Probably got something jacked up when I took the distributor off to paint the motor. So we'll just check it. Make sure we're at top dead center here. Now just bump the motor. Press the start button a little. Do it again. 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 Whoop, right there. That is definitely compression stroke. I am betting. If I was a betting man, I'd say this is not pointing the way we want it to point, you know what I'm saying? Let's find out. Yeah, sure enough. Okay, I gotta fix this. 180 out ain't never gonna run, senor.
Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. There we go. El Perfecto. All right, let's try it again. Go for it. Again. 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 Shut everything off. Let me play with. Oh, I got a huge vacuum leak back here. There's part of my freaking problem. Hold on a minute. I guess I knocked my cap off at some point. Try it again. Turn the fire on. Fire water. Go. It's alive! It's alive! All right, I got a little bit of fine tuning to do. Okay, we'll set the timing. I got to get that a little tighter because as soon as I let off of it, it wants to creep back. And it should be pumping some water now. Yeah, it sucked some water down. So we'll top that off. We're done. But it's alive! This is, this is what makes the hard work pay off. I feel like doing the dog leg. Yeah, buddy. Well, folks, that's going to wrap up this video. I really appreciate you watching if you made it this far. And if you've been following along with this build, much appreciated again. Consider being a subscriber, like, share, all that stuff. We still got a long way to go. We got fuel linkage, we got drive shaft, we got fans. I just got a bunch of stuff before we can get it on the road here. And you'll be seeing that real soon. But super excited that Ratmaro here is alive and kicking. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got something out of it. Consider a channel membership, okay? It's a good way to support the channel. Otherwise, get off the couch and go wrench on something. We'll see you real soon.